Juice.
Thank you, Cian Carl. I seek leave to introduce the Environment and Public Health Wind Turbines Bill 2013 at first stage. This bill is essential if the rights of homeowners are to be respected. Up until now, people have had to suffer with what is an unregulated situation whereby guidelines are the only thing to protect citizens when it comes to minimum distances allowed between dwelling houses and wind turbines. It's quite clear that citizens need this bill to be put in place in order to protect their property rights, their health and their communities. I am introducing what is a replica of Deputy Willie Penrose's bill, which I understand is also at first stage. By introducing the bill, it increases the chances of this issue, very important issue, being dealt with in a very short time frame. And remember, time is of the essence. As we speak, plans are afoot to cover the Irish landscape in a blizzard of wind turbines. Before the government allow any further developments, this bill must be put into law. Given that a government deputy also has a bill on this issue, I would like to think that it would be passed. It would indeed be strange if the government could not support law that has also been proposed by one of their own deputies. I am only delighted to facilitate the fast tracking of a debate by increasing the chances that this would be finally dealt with on the floor of the Dáil. Thank you.
Thank you. Is the bill being opposed?
No, Cian Carl.
I declare the motion for leave to introduce agreed, and I'd ask the Deputy to move that the second stage be taken in private members' time.
I move it.
Is that agreed? Agreed. The second private members' bill is Environment and Public Health Wind Turbines, number 2 Bill 2013. First stage, I call on Deputy Mick Wallace to move for leave to introduce.
Thank you, Cian Carl. I move that leave be granted to introduce a bill entitled An Act to Protect the Health of Persons who may be affected by noise and shadow flicker from wind turbines, to give further effect to the Convention on Access to Information, Public Participation in Decision Making and Access to Justice in Environmental Matters, done at our House, Denmark, on 25th of June 1998, and to provide for related matters. The bill redresses significant gaps in the legislation concerning the planning, implementation and operation of wind farms, and will bring greater engagement of communities affected by wind turbines. It goes beyond current guidelines to provide a legal and therefore enforceable framework for minimum standards of non-intrusion and protection of people living close to wind turbines. The bill will significantly enhance the protection of citizens and will allow for increased transparency in the planning process. The bill is vital as it provides for a further reinforcement of the principles of the Our House Convention on Public Participation in Environmental Matters and will introduce international standards of health and environmental protection in Ireland. Thank you.
Is the bill being opposed?
No, Cian Carl.
I declare the motion for leave to introduce agreed. I'd ask the Deputy to move that second stage be taken in private members' time.
I move. Thank you.
That agreed?
Agreed.
Agreed. And the third bill is Private Members' Bill, Environment and Public Health Wind Turbines, number 3 Bill 2013. First stage, I call on Deputy Clare Daly to move for leave to introduce the bill.
Yeah, thanks, Cian Carl. I too seek leave to move the Environment and Public Health Wind Turbines number 3 Bill. As the other deputies have said, this is a hugely important issue affecting communities all across the country. It is becoming increasingly so for people who have to live near wind turbines, and the impact on their health from noise and flicker is very significant. It's also the case that there is a need for a legislative basis for enhanced consultation whereby communities would actually be listened to in relation to these vitally important environmental and public health matters.
Thank you, Deputy. I declare the motion for... is the bill being opposed?
No, Cian Carl.
I declare the motion for leave to introduce agreed. Since this is the private members' bill, I'd ask the Deputy to move that the second stage be taken in private members. Is that agreed?